Almost done.
Look, you want me to blow this door down?
So, are we going or what?
Captain Forrest here, and in today's video, I'm going to be power scaling Jean Grey from Marvelcomics 616. Now if you guys are new to my channel, please leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for further content. Also shoutouts to Phoenix, he was a huge help in the Jean Grey section, so huge shoutouts to him. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, dive right in, talk a bit about Jean Grey's feats and her abilities, and then near the end of the video, I'm going to give an analysis on where she would range. She's greatly known for her mutant power, which is telekinesis. In fact, she did not originally have telepathic powers. It was Charles Xavier that gifted her some of his telepathic powers to her during the classic days in Uncanny X-Men. With those powers, she goes on to perform many feats with her mutant gifts. In fact, it's noted that Jean Grey, alongside with Emmafrost, are noted to be premier telepaths, which is very impressive. So Jean actually goes on to demonstrate a lot of impressive feats. For example, Jean was able to telepathically bully and embarrass Nightmare and send him on his way. Jean enters Null's symbiote hive mind and communicates with Dylan undetected. Later on, Jean attacks Null, a universal level threat and master of the God Hive mind, telepathically causing him to scream and grab his head in pain, and then proceeds to ransack his mind and finds weaknesses, with Null being unable to stop her, which is absolutely insane. Jean channels the pain of the people all over the world caused by Life Seed Nate and floods his mind with it, overwhelming him and causing him agony, making him beg for her to stop. This is impressive considering besides Jean Grey, Nate is the strongest telepath in existence. Jean was able to mentally hammer through Exodus's defenses, a powerful telepath who can swap with Charles. Jean was able to get through Storm's mind. This is impressive because even the likes of Charles Xavier finds it very painful and receives a nasty feedback every time he tries to communicate with Storm on a telepathic level. Jean teaches Quentin Quire and Phoebe Cuckoo how to navigate the dreamscape, an astral plane that connects to everyone in the world's dreams when they are unconscious, and fight on it. Jean has used illusions and her astral form to fight Rutal, while at the same time absorbing the brunt of Wolverine and Thunderbird's mental and physical exhaustion. Jean finds the right psychic key to be able to telepathically assault the aliens. Essentially, she can find chinks in their mental defenses. Jean, while multitasking, shields the minds of approximately 8.5 billion people from a massive psychic attack that would have killed everyone in New York City had it not been for Jean's intervention. Jean can feel the emotions of everyone on Earth. Even Jean's own telekinesis is capable of restraining the Phoenix Force from going mad. Jean has shown to use her telekinesis in many ways, such as stopping Richter's heart for a moment, causing him to have a seizure. She was able to stop the blood flow to Deadpool's brain to knock him out with telekinesis. If pushed enough, Jean will resort to other diminishing methods, such as embarrassing her opponents by forcing them to literally throw up or poop their pants. She has used her telekinesis to disrupt the energy field of the cage with her TK that was holding the O4 prisoner. The field was made to be in the tune with the O4's cellular structure and feedback their powers on them, so Jean had to be very careful when she destroyed it, otherwise she could have disrupted her team's cellular structure accidentally with her TK. Jean can gather psychic energy from the two races of a planet. 2 cities are shown to have had energy gathered from, so we are limiting the feat to saying she gathered from 2 cities. This Jean has lost most of her telepathic powers during this time, and in fact, she didn't even have the Phoenix Force, which makes the feat pretty decent and pretty impressive in its own right. Jean Grey and Charles Xavier absorbs the rampant psychic energies from the dying Ant Shadow King. Even as a teenager, Jean's PSI drains the Supreme Intelligence's psionic energy, a being composed of 10 billion minds, and uses the energy to take out the Kree accusers. Teenage Jean absorbs the telepathic energy from inhabitants of the planet, Terrax, the Tamer, Galactus, and from the Phoenix Force itself to punch Galactus and knock him down. Jean's mental resistances was capable of holding off the Phoenix Force from controlling her. Even without the assistance of the Phoenix, Jean is able to recreate an entirely new body just by absorbing foes' psionic energy. Jean was able to use her telekinesis to undo a nanomachine's transmutation back into human form. Her telekinesis can also amp her physical attacks to damage a sea monster. This very same sea monster was literally beating the absolute fish rocks out of an amped Namor who was underwater. And lastly, Jean was able to swap with Nate Grey, merged Legion for a while, who tanked a serious lightning strike from Storm. So that's going to round up Jean Grey. Short and sweet, easily. She ranges from the low ends of Uni Plus, Low Multiversal, Multiversal Plus, easily ranging up to the High Hyperversal, to the High Hyperversal Plus, to the Outerversal, High Outerversal ranges. You can even take it to Boundless, and Extraversal is on the table too if you put the arguments together. Now for speed, comfortably, very easily scaling to the ranges of finite speed scaling of FTL. MFTL Plus is also on the table. You can take it higher, take it to the infinite speed ranges, immeasurable speed, and even irrelevant as a high end. But anyway, that's going to round up this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for the content. It's been real. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.